Yeah, really. They all stepped down at the top. And we have so much stuff going on tonight that I'm just going to go straight to why not. Come on up here, why not?
Why not? Bring on why not?
Woo!
Yay! Why not?
Oh my god, I can
Yay!
stand up.
Yay!
Why not?
Lord. Look at those funky pictures. Oh, I don't want to sit down. I want to stand up. Yay. Well, I hate to follow Doc Grun, and I hate to follow C. But I didn't have a choice because Lauren put me here. So
Right.
I'm going to just go on and... you little... All right, it's okay. I'll do it. A drunk gets up from the bar, heads for the bathroom, and a few minutes later, a loud, blood-curdling scream's heard from the bathroom. And a few minutes later, another loud scream reverberates through the bar. The bartender goes to the bathroom, and he's, "What is all the screaming about? You're scaring all the customers." Guy says, "I'm just sitting here on the toilet. Every time I flush, something comes up and squeezes the hell out of my balls." And the bartender looks in the door, and he goes, "You freaking idiot, you're sitting on the mop bucket." Vampire bat comes flapping from the night, covered in fresh blood. He parks himself on the roof of the cave to get some sleep, and pretty soon all the other bats smell all the blood, and they begin hassling. "Where'd you get the blood? Where'd you get the blood?" He goes, "Go away, leave me alone, I gotta get some sleep." They keep on harassing him. He goes, "All right, follow me." So he flies out of the cave with hundreds of bats behind him. He goes through a valley, across a river, into a forest full of trees, and finally slows down, and all the other bats are milling all around him. And he goes, "Do you see that tree over there?" They go, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." He goes, "Good, because I didn't."
Oh.
Ouch. This certain zoo acquired a very rare species of a gorilla. And within a few weeks, the gorilla became very, very difficult to handle. So the zoo veterinarian determined the problem. She was in heat. So, well, there's no male gorillas available. So they go and they see this guy who's an employee who cleans the cages, Paul. It's rumored that he possesses real ample ability to satisfy any female, but he's not really bright. So they go to him and they say, "Would you be willing to screw the gorilla for $500?" And Paul says, "Yeah, well, let me think about it." And the following day, he says, "I will, but I only have 3 conditions. I don't want to kiss her, and I don't want nothing to do with any offspring that might result." And they all say, "Okay, okay, okay." And he says, "Well, you got to give me another week, though, to come up with that $500.
Oh.
This blonde decides one day she's sick and tired of all the blonde jokes. All the blondes are perceived stupid, so she decides to show her husband that blondes are smart. So while her husband's at work, she decides she's going to paint some rooms. Well, the next day, right after her husband goes to work, she gets down to the task, and her husband comes home about 5:30, and he smells paint. He walks in the living room. He finds her lying on the floor in a pool of sweat, and he sees her wearing a ski jacket, fur coat, both. "Honey, are you okay?" She said, "Yeah." He goes, "What the hell are you doing?" She says, "Well, I wanted to prove that not all blonde women are dumb, and I wanted to do it by painting the house." He goes, "Well, what are you wearing the ski jacket over the fur coat for?" She says, "Well, I'm read the directions on that paint, and it says for best results, put on 2 coats."
Oh.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh.
Blonde's overweight. Her doctor puts her on a diet, and he says, "I want you to eat regularly for 2 days, skip a day, and then repeat this for 2 weeks. Next time I see you, you're going to lost 2 pounds at least." So she comes back. She's lost 8 pounds. The doctor's going, "Wow, that's amazing. Did you follow the instructions?" And she said, "Yeah, but I thought I was going to drop dead that 3rd day." And the doctor goes, "From starving yourself?" She says, "No, from all that freaking skipping."
Oh.
Skip
Ooh.
2 days. Oh,
Skip
yeah.
2 days.
Ooh.
Oh, another blonde joke. Blonde's got a sharp pain in her side, and the doctor examines her. He goes, "You've got acute appendicitis." And she screams, "I came here to get medical help, not some stupid compliment."
Acute appendicitis.
It's
There's a
adorable.
blonde working at a reception. Fellow worker comes up and he goes, "Would you like to buy a raffle ticket? Janison Production died suddenly last week. It's for her husband and 4 children." "Oh, no thanks," said the blonde. "I've already got a husband and 2 kids of my own."
Okay. All right.
The Scotsman and a Jew go to a restaurant, and after a hearty meal, the waitress comes by with an inevitable bill. And everybody was amazed because the Scot said, "I'll pay it." And he actually did pay it. Well, the next morning, newspaper had the headline, "Jewish ventriloquist found murdered in the alley." Oh, God, it's awful. That's terrible.
Oh.
The National Transportation Safety Board recently divulged they had funded a project with American car makers over the past 5 years. In the covert project, the car makers installed black boxes in 4 WD pickup trucks in an effort to determine in fatal accidents the circumstances in the last 15 seconds right before the crash. And they were surprised to find in 49 of the 50 states, the last words that the drivers in 61.2% of fatal crashes were, "Oh, shit!" Only the state of Texas was different. There were 89.3, and the final words were, "Hey, y'all, hold my beer and watch this." And three Italians are standing in line to get into heaven. Apparently, it was a really busy day. St. Peter had to tell all the guys, "Hey, heaven's getting really close to full. I've been asked to admit only people who have had really particularly horrible death. So you each have to tell me your story." So the first man says, "Well, for a while I've suspected my wife's been cheating on me. So today I come home early. I tried to catch her red-handed. As I come to my 25th floor apartment, I could tell something was wrong. But all my searching didn't reveal where the other guy could have been hiding. Finally, I go to the balcony. Sure enough, there's a man hanging off the railing 25 floors above the ground. By now, I'm really mad. So I start beating him, kicking him. He wouldn't you know it. He wouldn't have fallen off. So finally, I go back in my apartment, get a hammer, start beating on his fingers, and of course, he couldn't stand it for long, so he fell. But even after 25 stories, he falls in the bushes, stunned but okay. I couldn't stand it anymore. So I run to the kitchen, grab the refrigerator, throw it over the edge, and it lands on him, killing him instantly. But all the stress and the anger, it got to me, and I had a heart attack, and I died right there on the balcony." And St. Peter goes, "Oh my God, that sounds pretty bad." And he lets him in. Well, the second guy comes up, and St. Peter says, "It's pretty full here. Tell me your story." Second guy goes, "It's been a very strange day. You see, I live on the 26th floor of my apartment building, and every morning I do my exercises out on my balcony. Well, this morning I slipped over something because I fell over the edge, but I got lucky. I caught the railing of the balcony on the floor below me. I know I couldn't hang on for very long, so suddenly this man burst out on the balcony. I thought for sure I was safe. When he starts beating me kicking me, I held on the best I could, and he ran the apartment and grabs a hammer and starts pounding on my hands. Finally, I just let it go. But again, I got lucky. I fell in the bushes below, stunned but all right. But just as I'm thinking I'm going to be okay, refrigerator comes falling out of the sky and crushes me instantly. And now I am here." So St. Peter had to concede that sounded pretty bad. So he let him in. The third man came up. St. Peter says, "What's your story?" The guy goes, "Oh, you picture this. I'm hiding inside a refrigerator." Thank you very much.
Yeah, all right.
Yay.
Bravo. Whoa. What a night we have, huh?